I also want to take a peek at Bills-Lions. We saw this and we're like, oh my gosh, this is such a great game. Thanks everybody joining us on FanDuel TV, on FanDuel Sports Networks across our great nation, MSG Network. We're going to get heavy into the New York stuff with Kimberly Martin of ESPN fame. Excited about that. But this is a potential Super Bowl preview between the Lions and the Bills. Two teams just unstoppable with what they look like. Dan Campbell was asked about the fact that the Lions haven't been able to create separation with the 1 seed because there's Philly and Minnesota. Just keep on winning. They're right behind them. Here's what he had to say.
I think it's great for us. I think, I think it does. It keeps you sharp. I think, I've mentioned this before. I think we do well with pressure, and it's the right kind of friction and stress that we need, and it's motivating. And so, I love it. I think it's great. And look, nobody's going to lose. Nobody's losing. So we're going, man.
He's such a sicko. I love him. I love him. He means it. And he's probably right. He's taken every piece of motivation he can to squeeze the best out of his squad. And this game itself is going to give the Lions that same kind of push. This Lions defense has been great this year. The injuries, well documented, well talked about on every sports show in America. And the effects did, got to be honest, it started to show a little in the second half of the Packers game, didn't it? If the Lions are going to win it all, and win this one even, in this potential Super Bowl preview, it's going to take a Jared Goff masterclass. I think that's what he has in him, though. Yeah. That's what we're going to see. We have an 11-game sample size here, 11-game win streak. Goff has been an MVP, okay? Top 3 in every major stat. I mean, being second in passer rating when there's a 5-interception game is freaking ridiculous. I almost swore. That is ridiculous. You're glad I said freaking, okay, FCC. I will say this. If he keeps things rolling and takes it to Mr. Josh Allen, 6 touchdowns, this might be the last chance for someone to really close the ground in the MVP. Who's going to take it to Josh Allen and make it interesting? Goff 4th on FanDuel, plus 1,700. Hit the sports book up. No one's close to Josh. It's probably Josh's take. Well-deserved. Unbelievable player. But that's the kind of this that I like. If Goff says, I'm going to hand you a second straight loss, and if he goes off, as he has for 11 games in the process, it gets interesting. I would be happy with either of them. One, who do you think wins? Let us know who you putting your money on FanDuel Sportsbook. Put your money where your mouth is with some fun responsibly around the holidays over at FanDuel Sportsbook. By the way, the Bills have the Pats twice and the Jets after this. So, I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, this is the last chance I think you have to unseat Goff because, or Josh Allen, because you can't picture them losing to the Patriots or Jets down the stretch with the way those teams look right now. It was also just interesting to hear Goff in those press conferences too. You know, he's gotten a little prickly over the years.
I did not listen.
In a good way. And they asked him about that. He's like, he did not care at all. He didn't want to talk about it. He's like, listen, I'm in the conversation because we have a great team. I don't care. Like, totally brushed it off, and I loved it.
Do you know who I know you care about?
Who?
Luke Kuechly.
Let's go.